Every year, the marching band has a show idea pitch meeting in the spring. So it's like the following semester after the band season. And in that pitch meeting, students, former band members, we get a chance to bring up ideas of shows that we think would be really cool to put together. And a lot of shows have been put together by student ideas based on things students think other people will be interested in seeing, and things that students are really excited about seeing on the field. It's a way for us to get our ideas put into this art space and this workspace.
So the idea for the women's show was mostly collaborative. We have a big group chat of all the women in band. Jordan Baggs introduced the overall concept of the show, and once she introduced her general idea, other people started pitching in with general artists that they thought would be good, some songs that they thought they might like, and some historical events that we could make formations out of.
I think it was really great that Jordan was here to pitch that show, because it was a huge turning point in American history for gender equality, and to recognize all the women who did fight for that. Even if not all of the women were able to realize all of the benefits at that time, it's really important to pay homage to those who fought for that right.
This is one that I was really honored to receive, actually, because being a female on the arranging staff and having the ability to write music that honors such an important thing in our history. So I was excited to get this assignment.
Finding out that, that was actually going to be one of the shows that was put on the field this year was really exciting, because I think it's so important for people to think about that history and realize, it was only 100 years ago, it wasn't that long ago. And even then, so much has changed in how we treat each other and how we, the kind of rights that we have in this country. It's remarkable, and I think that history being on the field is a really cool thing to highlight.
I think there's no time like the present to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the right to vote for those of us who are women. And again, what a profound historical event. And it's so important and critically important, obviously, to exercise that right whenever you have the opportunity to do so, because at one point it wasn't a right.
Definitely a step in the right direction. That's what I like to consider it. To be very honest, someone like me would not have been able to exercise my right to vote. But I recognize that real change takes time. Slowly over time, it's taken a very long time, but we are starting to disassociate appearance, whether it's sex or race, from competence, which I think is very important because so many people with great ideas and dedication to their communities could be overlooked just because of their ethnicity or their gender.
Voting is really important because it gives everybody the opportunity to have their voice represented in the government, all of their interests, what they really believe in. That gives you an opportunity to have your voice heard, regardless whichever party, Republican, Democrat, third party, whatever. It's just really important to make sure everyone has a chance to participate.
The chorale at the beginning, I think it's from that era. I think it's called Daughters of Freedom. I spent a lot of time trying to find a song that could be reinterpreted into a marching band type arrangement from the suffragette years. And I found that song, and I really thought it would be cool to have that be part of it. And I'm pretty sure that is going to be the first part of the show. So I'm excited to see what that's going to look like. As somebody that's not in band this year, I graduated. It's really cool to see some of our ideas and things that I helped put together really come to life.
New York, leaders like Elizabeth Cady Stanton declared that all men and women are created equal, and they were among the first to firmly say, "I make my own choice," and to ask, what's wrong with being confident in what I believe? The suffrage movement gained momentum, and in 1869, Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Susan B. Anthony founded the National Woman Suffrage Association. Years later, Aretha Franklin would perhaps articulate their goals best. All they were asking was for a little respect. Entry into the First World War, women went to work on behalf of the war effort, proving that they were as patriotic and deserving of citizenship as men. While nearly a century later, Gwen Stefani sang, "I'm just a girl, so don't let me have any rights." The women of the early 20th century demanded their rights through actions, proving that, whether at home or in the workplace, sisters were doing it for themselves. finally ratified. And on November 2nd of that year, more than 8 million women across the country voted in elections for the first time. Today, the demand for equality is as great as ever, and we share the sentiments of the early suffrage leaders, that all men and all women are created equal. We honor those who justly stand up for the rights of all human beings, singing our fight song in support.